I often see people express that they want to fight the One Being as a boss, or that they expected that to happen at some point, and I think that speaks to a fundamental misunderstanding of the nature and purpose of the One Being. As established in Deception, the One Being was an entity that fought the Elder Gods before the dawn of time. Not that dawn of time, the cool one. Get out. The Elder Gods emerged victorious and split the entity's essence to create the realms. Cool creation myth. Now the reason this entity was introduced is to answer a question that had kinda been hanging over the series since MK3 and became especially prominent in Deception. In MK3, Edenia, a part of Outworld for 10,000 years, was freed from Outworld with very little in the way of negative consequences. So with Onaga's goal in Deception being to merge all the realms, the game needed to explain why Onaga's victory would be such a big deal. After all, if he successfully merges all the realms, we can just split them off again, right? If a realm that's been merged for 10,000 years can be freed easily, so can one that's only been so for a few days or weeks. Well, with the One Being being established, we now know why that's not the case. If all the realms are merged and the One Being is revived, that's it. The universe ends. There is no coming back from that, and you cannot fight this thing. How is some random Earth realmer meant to take on an entity whose essence was used to create worlds? And where would you even fight it? Some void? That doesn't make sense. Additionally, with the suggestion that reality is a dream of the One Being, even if one could survive in this theoretical void, they would likely be wiped from reality when the One Being reawakens. The One Being is not intended to be a character. It is an explanation of the threat posed by Onaga in that game, and by extension, every other villain looking to conquer and merge realms. I know Deadly Alliance set up Onaga for the next game, but Deception was not doing the same thing, aside from maybe providing an alternate explanation for what Armageddon will cause if not averted. The One Being is not a threat that can be fought off. It can only be prevented from reviving. At best, we could have a character become influenced by the One Being's will as the number of realms dwindles and that influence strengthens and grows more direct, forcing someone to engage its host physically to buy the other hero's time to split the realms again. You can't just punch the universe in the face. I know DC Comics has been a bad influence on MK since the crossover, but you're just being silly. If you liked this video, why not subscribe and support me on Patreon like these fine people here? If not, then you probably think Kronika is above the One Being, in which case, go away. Today's recommended video is The One Being vs Kronika/Titans, Who's More Powerful? Morsel Combat Explained by Brusque Poet. A overly long title aside, I appreciate a man who outright says that Dominic is wrong when he is. Not a lot of MK fans are willing to do that these days.